Check, check. Welcome to the 2x4. Thank you all for being here. We're in the Cleveland Rocks shop down on Waterloo in the Waterloo Arts District in North Collinwood, Cleveland, Ohio. This event is put on every month by the nonprofit Cleveland Rocks Past, Present, and Future. You can check out what we do online at www.clevelandrocksppf.org. Check out our concert calendar. We are putting on at least 3 events a month. We have this event with a workshop every month. I'll help you with that in 1 second. And then, oh, you got it. And then we have another workshop coming this Wednesday on mental health and wellness for musicians. This month it's going to be about signing up for health insurance and how to do that and how to navigate all of that during the open enrollment period. That's free this Wednesday. Every month we'll have 2 free workshops, one right before the 2x4 and then one on the 3rd Wednesday of the month. And then we have on the first Friday of the month every month, Waterloo Makes Music down here in the Waterloo Arts District while the Walk All Over Waterloo Art Walk is going on. There are several open galleries. We'll put on 2 artists performing. It might be in here. It might be in one of the venues on the street. We do that on the first Friday of every month, usually from 7 to 9 p.m. It's a free event. Come on down. There are several, like I said, several galleries open. There's usually a bunch of other concerts happening on the street. It's a really exciting night to be down here on Waterloo. A lot of people walking around, a lot of fun. Well, I'm excited to kick off the 2x4. We have a bunch of great musicians tonight. Thank you all for joining us. I'd like to introduce Bob Frank. Thank you for being here, Bob.
Thank you for having me. Dave, you reminded me that we met doing Crooked River Groove, wasn't it?
Crooked River Groove.
Right. Well, I guess I kind of personify this notion of the encore musician. It's kind of me. It's not an easy business. I mean, if you're gonna do this, I don't even know how to describe it. There's a lot I don't even understand anymore. You know, when I first was hitting it hard, everything was done on the telephone. Nobody talks on the telephone anymore. If you try to talk to somebody on the telephone, they're offended. It's like you violated their personal space. So it's a whole different world. I mean, when I was coming up, the idea was you got really good, and then you built up a local following, and then some record company would sign you, and you would be successful. That doesn't happen anymore. So there's a lot of crazy. So my whole thing now is just I play the music I want to play, and I hope that people want to hear it. So this concept of music for and by the encore artist. Okay, before I do that, I want to plug 2 things. I do 2 shows, 2 programs a month. One is, they're both on Wednesdays, first Wednesday, third Wednesday. The first Wednesday of the month is called Professor Bob's Blues Symposium. Now, I didn't come up with that professor thing. Somebody else did. I realize my relationship to being a professor is the same as Dr. J's was to being a physician. But we have this blues symposium at the Jenks Building in Cuyahoga Falls, once a month, first Wednesday of the month. And I have a special guest, and the special guest joins me. They play, I interview them, we play together. And this month I have a fellow by the name of, in November, it's gonna be the first Wednesday in November, Guy Pernetti, a brilliant musician from Kent. Now, on the 3rd Wednesday of the month, I do a similar thing, only we call it Conversations in Blue, and that's at the Broadview Brewing Company in Broadview Heights. And that's tomorrow, no, it's Wednesday. This coming Wednesday will be Damian Knapp, who is an award-winning blues player and singer and guitarist from Warren. In future months, I have John Lusick set to come. Wallace Coleman is going to come in December to the Broadview. So I do these. That's what I got the grant for. That's how I got the grant, by putting, the grant was specifically for the Jenks building because they weren't paying us. We were only making what people were putting in the tip jar, which is a hard way to hire musicians. You know, what are you going to pay me? Well, I'll split the tip jar with you. Yeah, I'm busy, you know, that kind of thing. But now I can pay people for the next year. Yeah. I do have the podcast. It's called Blues You Should Know. And of course, it's free and on all the podcast platforms. And I have my CDs here that are in the back and that little foot locker there over there by the door. And nobody buys CDs anymore. And I understand that. That's a whole, you guys should do a whole topic on that. What do you do when you don't make records anymore? Because that's a whole, have I talked enough? I think so. I'm going to do a couple songs about this whole aging thing, this whole age, you know, this whole process. First one is called Water Over the Dam. Now there's snowflakes are falling, leaves on the ground, earthquakes are coming, blues all around, satellites crashing, and I don't give a damn. Seems I forgot too much or too many, 4 for a dime, 16 for a penny. It all makes me ponder. It's all water over the dam. Now there's beer in the icebox, chicken on the grill. I don't care who gets, long as I get my fill. Like Popeye said, I am what I am. Whatever it is, it's too little, too late. Whoever still wants me, just gonna have to wait. It's not that I'm indifferent, but it's all water over the dam. I'm gonna play a little bit now. Now you don't want me here and you don't want me gone. You can't lose the singer and still keep the song. I'm tired of this show and all the flim-flam. It's time to look out on the long, lonesome road. Baggage I'm carrying like a full train load. Time to break free, 'cause it's all water over the dam. Shake it, don't break it, and don't let it fall. They won't let me return it, and that ain't all. I've lost all respect. I'm stuck in a jam. I crawl my way back and I keep moving on. I keep moving up till my spirit is gone. It's showtime, people, 'cause it's all water over the dam. It's all water over the dam. Of those songs about, you know, because, you know, when you're young, everything's aspirational, right? Who will I be with? Who will love me? Will I be happy? Will I be rich? Will I be happy? Make the whole song. And then you get to our age and it's like, well, I was successful at this. That was a disaster. This worked, that didn't work. So you become more reflective. You know what really made a difference was the pandemic. It made a big difference in that. Because we had time to reflect, you know, with the pandemic. We had time to just think back, what I did right, what I did wrong. Because I was always a very forward-thinking person, always thinking about the next gig, the next band, the next song, next job. Then the pandemic hit and there was nothing to do. I did a few of those remote shows and things, but those were kind of few and far between. And boy, you miss playing for the people, you know. It was nice, you know, when I had like a noon gig, I could get up at 11:30. That was kind of nice, but other than that. Anyway, here's one. This is for all of us legacy musicians. No, not legacy. What's the word? Encore musicians. I guess that's better than geriatric, you know. So this is called I've Been Lucky So Far. Now ticker sound good, blood sugar fine, carrying a few extra on this old hulk of mine. But I don't keep my teeth in a jar. I've been lucky so far. I can sit in a chair and stare at a fire. I'll do it even more if I ever get to retire. And I don't owe a thing on my car. I've been lucky so far. I pull my own weeds, do all my own hoeing. I try to keep warm when the cold wind starts blowing. Don't call if I don't know who you are. I've been lucky so far. I eat what I love, avoid what I hate. If it's good barbecue, you can fill up my plate. And I still love to play the guitar, 'cause I've been lucky so far. Now there's plenty to eat stored up in my freezer. I know that makes me sound like every other old geezer. Now let's go have a drink at the bar, 'cause we've been lucky so far. I got a sort of green thumb, but no Midas touch. Little kids like me, adults not so much. Now let's pause while I light this cigar. I've been lucky so far. So pay us no mind to the aches and the pains. Let's have a good time with the time that remains. And a nod to our lucky star, 'cause we've been lucky so far. Now I might not win a Grammy or the heavyweight title. I won't win the Pulitzer Prize or even American Idol, but I've loved and been loved, and that makes me lucky so far. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. Does anybody have any questions or anything for me or anything they want to comment upon? say, questions are okay.
So what's your podcast about exactly?
It's interesting stories connected with blues. And it is not, it's not just playing records, it's interesting stories. The last one I did this year, the most recent one, I mean, I shouldn't say it's the last one, was I play an interview, which I believe was the first radio interview that Robert Lockwood ever did. I was there. I was 17 years old at the time. And I talk about how the interview came to be and who's on the interview and stuff. I have all kinds of interesting, what I think are interesting programs about people connected with the blues. And there's music with it also. So Blues You Should Know, it's called, which is sort of pedantic, but you know, I don't know, it works.
How often?
Less often than used to be, because I've done 38 already, and it's like getting harder to think of topics. But they're all available. You know, there's a podcast, so all 38 are available at any time. Cool. Any other questions or anything, or comments? Or Cindy, do you have a question? Oh, okay, nobody. All right, so we move on to our next performer. Okay. Thank you.
What name is your podcast?
Blues You Should Know
Blues You Should Know?
with Bob Frank. Blues You Should Know. It's on every podcast platform, except Pandora. They rejected me, so fuck them. But all the other ones, Sirius, Google, Apple,
standing at the mic is our next performer, songstress, writer, producer, and musician, Miss Reese Pearl. Reese Pearl loves to harness that power with a broad audience of fellow musician lovers and passionate musicians alike. Ever since the age of 7, as a Cleveland native, Miss Reese Pearl has found great joy and satisfaction in being involved in the creative music process. Give us a hand for Miss Reese Pearl.
Okay. Before we get started, are there any questions for me? Because you know what? My sister don't count. She count, but that don't count. Y'all ready? Okay. To stay up till daylight, I just can't shake this feeling. Something just ain't right. It's the showdown. Thank you for coming out. What happened to the time when love was all we had? What happened to those good days, even when you made me mad? What happened to the days I used to wait on you? Somehow in my mind, I know that we are through.
It's a party like that's a fact, baby. Don't hold on just to a maybe. Ups and downs, in and outs, round and round. It's a party like that's a fact, baby. Don't hold on just to a maybe. Ups and downs, in and outs, round and round. It's a party like that's a fact, baby. Don't hold on just to a maybe. Ups and downs, in and outs, round and round.
Round and round and round and round.
It's a party like that's a fact, baby. Don't hold on just to a maybe. Ups and downs, in and outs, round and round. It's a party like that's a fact, baby. Don't hold on just to a maybe. Ups and downs, in and outs, round and round. It's a party like that's a fact, baby. Don't hold on just to a maybe. Ups and downs, in and outs, round and round. It's a party like that's a fact, baby. It's a party like that's a fact, baby. It's a party like that's a fact.
It's a part of life.
It's a party like that's a fact.
Thank you very much. Y'all know how old people get. They got me up here. I'm an encore artist. This song is called Like Fire. It's how y'all make me feel right now. Your love like fire. Ooh, baby, your love is like fire. You are my only desire. Ooh, baby, your love is like fire. When you touch me, I need to be touched by you. When you hold me, I need to be held by love. When you kiss me, I need to be kissed by you. Hey, hey, your love, fire. Ooh, baby, your love is like fire. You are my only desire. Ooh, baby, your love is like fire. Oh, I know y'all want to get up and dance right there. It's all right. That's Blake playing that right there. From the Groove Masters. That's what we do.
I think one of the wonderful things about the Cleveland music scene is the diversity of the artists. So we've had blues, we've had kind of R&B, neo soul, and now we have singer-songwriter Jenna Ross Shank. And Jenna has shared her music at coffee houses, clubs, cafes, wineries, churches, youth events, prisons, and festivals throughout the country. She has recorded several albums and is currently working on a new project. Her songs continue to garner thousands of streams and downloads as her CD sales remain steady. Her storytelling songwriting style has been characterized as folk, pop, alternative, soft acoustic rock, alternative folk, and contemporary Christian. So she's obviously very, very talented and diverse in her music. She draws inspiration from her faith as well as relationships with family and friends. So, Jenna, it's your turn now. Thank you for
Thank
joining.
you. Thank you. It's an honor to be here, and I don't know that this is kind of intimidating coming up after two wonderful people, wonderful, talented people. I am Jenna Shank. I write a variety of different styles, mostly because I get bored. And so I go from one style to another, and whatever mood hits me that day. So I'm going to change it up just a little bit from what we've heard. I was like, the hardest thing for me to do is to decide which songs I should do. And so I send it out and I say, so which songs should I do? And people get back to me. So the second one is one that everyone told me, I was unanimous on Facebook and everywhere, that I should do, but I'm going to start with this one. If you only had a clue what's been on my mind, if you only knew how to read between the lines, I'm wondering what you would do. I wonder if you'd find my thoughts inviting. Would you want to spend some time? Would you just walk with me? Baby, just talk with me. I need a kind heart and a strong and tender hand. Come on and walk with me. Baby, just talk with me. I need to understand. Can you handle who I am? It's who I am. I wonder what you've been thinking, what's been on your mind. Have you been searching me, trying to read my every sign? I've seen you look my way, but I'm too afraid to guess. So I'd like to know for sure. Tell me, can you handle this? Come on and walk with me. Baby, just talk with me. I need a kind heart and a strong and tender hand. Come on and walk with me. Baby, just talk with me. I need to understand. Can you handle who I am? It's who I am. It's who I am. No more second guessing, useless uncertainties. No more pretending. Let me set your heart at ease. Come on and walk. Come on and walk with me. Baby, just talk with me. I I need to understand. Can you handle who I am? Come on and walk with me. Baby, just talk with me. I need to understand. Can you handle who I am? It's who I am. It's who I am. It's who I am. I have to tell you, I am kind of injured tonight. I broke my nail, and I'm a finger picker, so, and I play the rhythm with that nail, so, have mercy on me. All right, so I did put this out on Facebook. Hey, guys, what song should I do? And this is the one, and I even gave them a couple choices, and this is the one that I always seem people want to hear. So now I know that we have a few gospel singers in here, right? Gospel roots, right? This isn't really gospel. I have a lot of gospel roots. My daddy was a preacher, and he was the first Christian in his family, and to convert. And he, not really convert from anything. They didn't really have a faith system. So, but anyway, I got to watch what I say if anybody's watching it in the family. But anyway, yeah, my daddy was a preacher. But not only am I a PK, I am a PPK. Does anyone know what that stands for? Pentecostal preacher's kid. Oh, so when he was converted by some Baptist missionaries, he actually started as Baptist, and then he kind of gravitated. So, yeah. So, no, he wasn't into that. You shouldn't tempt the Lord thy God. That was what he would say. But anyway, so I know we have some gospel singers in here. Maybe you can join me when you catch on to the one part. This is like after 25 years of writing all kinds of songs, this is one of my most popular, so I hope you like it. I wrote this sadly after the death of my brother to suicide, so. I find rest in the arms of a maker. I find rest in the arms of a maker. And I'm only human, made of flesh and bone. When my will is broken, I stand not alone. It was you, Jesus, standing right before my eyes, and your truth cut right through my world of lies. And I'm only human, made of flesh and bone. When my will is broken, I stand not alone. I find rest in the arms of a maker. I find rest in the arms of a maker. And oh, it's real, stronger than what you feel. I was shattered and broken till I found rest. You're the end of the story, the power and the glory. Amen. You're the end of the story, the power and the glory. Amen. I'm gonna take a little higher. You want to help me? You're the end of the story, the power and the glory. Amen. You're the end of the story, the power and the glory. Amen. And I'm only human, made of flesh and bone. When my will is broken, I stand not alone. I stand not alone. I stand not alone. Through the wind, the cold, I am not alone. Through all the tears and all of the fears, my Lord, my God, you're still right here. And I'm only human, made of flesh and bone. When my will is broken, I stand not alone. Thank you, everybody. It's an honor to be here. It's great to meet you in person. And this is a wonderful, wonderful event. And it's a wonderful opportunity. And it's so glad to see all of you and to meet you all and to be here. I'm really honored by that. And thank you, David. You too.
Okay, we have been talking about encore artists and laughing about encore artists and legacy artists, but I want to end us tonight by introducing someone who is, I think, more than an encore artist or a legacy artist. He is, what should I call him? The ultimate entertainer. Mr. Art Blakey is a member of the Hesitations, an R&B group from Cleveland that was formed in 1965. They scored several hits in 1967 and 1968, and the biggest one was their version of the title track to the movie Born Free. I would be remiss if I didn't mention that the group was inducted into the National Rhythm and Blues Hall of Fame in 2013. So, I think Art Blakey is a perfect example of everything we've been talking about in terms of experience, commitment, and talent. Knows no age. Mr. Art Blakey.
Thank you. Well, it's been a long time. I've been doing this since the 50s. And I say now I have a little band called The Reflections with Savon. She's a little hoarse tonight. She's supposed to sing with me, but she had a play last night. She was in Mahalia. And that was I wish y'all had seen a nice play. But like you say, I've been around since Cleveland was a cow pasture. And I'd say music, entertainment, it's the only field you must love it to do it. I don't care how good you are. If you don't love it, you can't do it. It's too heartbreaking, too much ups and too many downs. But through it all, the benefits sometimes you get is worth every minute of it. Didn't make no big money. Somebody else did though. But I finally got something that I didn't know that really existed. It was called royalties. So I didn't get any from America. But overseas, they took some of our songs and redistributed them, and one day in the mail come a strange thing called a royalty check. I said, really? I didn't even know the name of the company at the time. The company called Ace out of Europe. And they brought us over. Matter of fact, that was the last, I'd say, that the Hesitations did, were together. And those were the replacements, really. Because I started the group back, matter of fact, it was through Beachland, down the street. When I met Mark from Beachland, and everything just took off from there. Got on radio programs that we were trying to get on, and things for a minute exploded. We found ourselves back in Europe for the second time. And it was a week-long festival. And I was glad that when I got there, I did not know things about myself that they knew. That was the big surprise. They would ask me about songs I didn't even know they had heard. And I'm saying, I don't remember that one. Then they would play it. I said, oh yeah, now I remember. But that was all the years. See, I started as a doo-wop. Singing on the corner with the singing group. We used to say, in our neighborhood, if you couldn't sing, look at who come up with me. Bobby Womack. You had the gentleman that took over for the Platter, Sonny Turner, Edmund Starr. These were the guys that we were in the Battle of the Groups day. You know, 'cause Charles Hatchville, Edmund Starr, he had the Future Tones, and Bobby Womack were the Womack, not the Womack brothers, that's when they were gospel. They were the Valentinos. And during that time in Cleveland, it was a fun place to be if you were a musician, or because it was somewhere to go and somewhere to sing every night. Each side of town. I mean, I made more money then than almost we did on the road, because we was always working. In nightclub, I also had I was also called Pete Somovich. That was my little comedy act that we did. I used to do a little pantomime and every now and then I would do a little comedy act. But anyway, I think I was supposed to do a song. Okay. Used to have my boys singing with me. Life won't be the same till I find the one I love. She thought I let her on the wrong track. But she won't. I walk around in circles when she calls my name. All I'm trying to do is be her man. No, she won't listen. She's everything to me. Everything you can imagine. When she's by my side, I feel like I'm in heaven. Somebody tell me why they say I'm for feeling the way I do. But Lord knows I must have done something wrong. No, she's everything to me. Anything you can imagine. When she's by my side, I feel like I'm in heaven. Somebody tell me what. Somebody tell me what I've done wrong. Oh, I sit alone and wonder. Little weird without here in the background doing nail bar, you know. But there's one song that we did, it was on our Where It's At album. But it was the night and reason for this song. We put this together the night Martin Luther King was assassinated. And we were in the studio that night. And they brought a song to us. It was called To Whom May We Turn. Now I'm going to try and do this a cappella. But the verse, I mean, it's a big build-up once with the group, you know, to the end. But just the words, it went, in this world of confusion and doubt. To who may we turn? Will we find the compassion and the love for our troubled lives? Or do we turn to a false world of dreams, where illusions tend to ease our troubled souls? Must we enter once again to the roads of yesterday? Must we flash back to thoughts of our youth with envy in our hearts? Oh, how can we build that great trust that I once knew? For to whom may we turn with our gift of love? Now big old production with the back. Must we enter it? That's the whole song. Thank you. Thank you very much.
That was such a fitting end. It really was. And I want to thank all of y'all for coming and sticking and staying with us tonight. I hope you have met somebody you didn't know, exchanged numbers, exchanged emails, whatever, text, whatever we're doing. And thank you. Please spread the word. And I'm sure, when is the next one, David? Do we know?
This Wednesday, we'll have the mental health and wellness workshop in here about health insurance. And then next month, third
Monday.
Monday of the month. And then we will have, on the first Friday coming right up, November 1st, down the street in the tree lawn.
Actually, the Beachland.
Oh, we moved to the Beachland, great. In the Beachland, on the 1st, free show with Thor Planner and, oh, wait, is it Country Honk? Country Honk and Corey Grinder and the Playboy Scouts. So some honky tonk and some country and country blues and country folk and rock.
It's free. And it's music, and thank you for supporting all of our efforts, and go out and hear some live music. See?